Hey, John here, and thanks for requesting the free ebook. I'll be emailing you the Small Business Success Secrets in the next 5 minutes or so. But in the meantime, let me tell you about 50 Shades of Grey and how it took my business from the brink of disaster to the amazing success that it is today. You see, I used to run a small bookstore and business was so bad last year that I had no idea what I was going to do. My credit cards were maxed out, I could hardly pay my assistant, and with each day I found the going getting a little bit tougher. And I was seriously thinking of closing down and finding a job when Sam, my neighbor, called me one night. And he was asking if I wanted to spend a night in a local Apple store. And at first I couldn't understand what he was saying. I didn't understand what he was talking about. Then I realized he was talking about sitting in a line for a full night to get the latest iPhone when it would be released like the next morning. And of course, I refused to go as I was not crazy enough to spend a night on the street just to get some funky gadget. I thought that was silly. But the whole thing, set me thinking. On one hand, businesses like mine and even large ones like Borders and Blockbuster were going out of business. And on the other hand, customers were, piling up to pay companies like Apple and Google. And I asked myself, what was it that Apple and Google were doing so right that they were growing like crazy while businesses like mine, were going bust? And I knew, they had great products to sell, but at the same time I suspected that they were marketing and using marketing strategies that ordinary guys like you and me have no clue about. Then came the 50 Shades of Grey. And the success of this book was so phenomenal that I suspected this was no ordinary book launch. That was when I decided to spy on Apple, Google, and 50 Shades. Now I know it sounds strange for someone who is about to lose his business to spend time on decoding the marketing strategies of Apple, but that's really what I did. And at the end of 6 weeks, I was really kind of amazed with the marketing strategies being used by Google, Apple, and 50 Shades. Now, just like I had suspected, their marketing strategies were so advanced and so underground that no one, really knew what was going on. Excuse me, sorry about that. And to go back to my story, I put all the information that I collected into a blueprint kind of thing and sat down to figure out how I could use this for my business. And I called up Sam, and this is the guy I told you about that was crazy about the gadgets, and I showed him my really crude blueprint. And he wasn't as excited as I was, but Sam simply said, why don't you, try it on your business and let's see how it goes. So I said, okay. I decided to give it a shot, and I launched a membership program for my bookstore. The idea was to just attract people to take a trial membership, and I'd be using the same launch strategies that Apple was using. Now, guess what the results were? It was really extraordinary. I mean, it blew my mind. I thought I'd get like 100 people to sign up, maybe. But in reality, about 700 people wanted to join, and I had to turn people away because I didn't have that many books to lend out. So I called up Sam that night and shared my excitement with him, of course. And it was Sam who suggested that I share the blueprint with the other small business owners so that they too could use the strategies to improve their business. Well, the truth is, I was really busy and I never got down to putting it down on paper. And last week I met Sam again, and I promised to put the blueprint together. The ebook that you have downloaded is the first bit of information that I'm passing on to small business owners just like you. And I've created an entire series of videos which I will be sharing with you in the upcoming days. So, look forward to my email and my videos. And again, thanks for watching.